Hello guys, so this is the forecast for Friday. So let's get right into it. This is the euro and the US dollar. And what we had in the prior price action, so we had an ascending structure right here, and then we pushed to the upside. So this is a common pattern on the euro pairs when we get an ascending and an impulse in the same direction. So let me remove these lines. What I'm seeing currently, so we had this large impulse and then I was looking for a long trade right here. But what actually happened, so we got a large wick and an aggressive retrace, and after the large wick and an aggressive retrace I was seeing this V reversal. So when I see that, then I'm not looking for any trades, I'm looking for the break of the low or the high. So currently on this pair I didn't enter this flag because of this prior price action, and I'm not looking for a retrace to the bullet level, which would be this inside bar. So I'm actually waiting for the break of the low or the high. So if we do break the high with momentum, then I'm looking to enter in on a long trade to get in on this uptrend. Also I'm looking for a large push, pullback and another push and the break and retest trade also to the upside. If we start to get an ascending structure, then I'm looking for an ascending and a reversal and the trade to go short. Also same thing to the downside, I'm looking for a descending, then a reversal to the upside and a trade to go long. What can happen especially on the euro pairs, so we can start to range between the low and the high, especially because it is Friday, so the market will soon be closing. And on Mondays and Tuesdays the markets are predominantly range bound, so we need to keep in mind that there are liquidity areas if a range forms, where people keep their stops that are buying the lower part of the range or the lower time frames and selling the higher part of the range. They keep their stops here and the buyers keep their stops here. So we need to see if the price just pushes into the liquidity area and retraces, or does it actually give us some nice conviction and a nice continuation pattern. So we need to see what happens in the next few hours or few days. As I said, I'm seeing this ascending, I'm seeing a push up, and it is very high probability we will actually continue to the upside. So if that happens, I'm definitely looking for a trade. And now for the euro and the Japanese yen. So on this pair I'm actually seeing a very similar thing. We have this ascending, then we had a push to the upside, small pullback, another push, and then a range. And at this point, when I saw that we broke the high retraced with a huge wick and broke the low retraced with a huge wick, I was actually looking for if we get a range. I was expecting a range, but what we actually got, so we pushed to the upside, we continued to the upside. So that is a very good sign that maybe this prior trend will continue. But I wasn't looking for any trades at this point because I was seeing a large impulse, a large wick, and then an aggressive retrace. And when I see an aggressive retrace and a large wick, especially on the Japanese pairs, so I'm not looking for any trades. I'm waiting for the break of the low or the high. So currently, if we do break the high with some momentum, then I'm definitely looking for a long trade. Or if we get a push, pullback, another push, break and retest trade would be very, very good. Or if we get that ascending structure, then a reversal, I'm also looking for that. Or same thing to downside, if we get a large impulse, then I would consider taking a short trade. If we get a descending, I'm looking for a reversal and a trade to go long. But we also need to keep in mind, if the price just ranges around right here, that there are liquidity areas below. So right here and above, because when a range forms, the traders on the lower time frames are buying and selling the range. So we need to see how the price reacts. Most retail traders just see this as the breakout of the range, when it can easily just be a liquidity grab and then the price retraces back into the range. So that's what the market makers do. They grab the liquidity and put the price back into the range, or actually reverse the price. So now let's see, so the Aussie and the US dollar. Right here I am actually currently in this long trade. So let's see why I entered on this flag. At this point I was seeing a large uptrend. I was seeing a large push, pullback, another push, small range, continuation to the upside, and this large impulse. So at this point I was very happy to look for a flag, and a flag actually formed, a very nice flag. So this would be the first part, small pullback, and then the second leg of the flag. So we broke the low, retraced. Entry candle would be this one, so the first bullish candle after the second leg forms. And this was a very nice textbook flag, small flag and a tight pattern. So this was definitely textbook to enter, and I placed a long order at this point. And then price actually broke the high, retraced, broke the low, retraced, didn't take me out right here, fortunately, and then continued to the upside. So currently looks like we are going to reverse. So we broke the high with some momentum, but then actually we are now having a V reversal, an aggressive reversal. So let's see if we can get a V and then a small range, and then for the price to continue down and then look for a short trade. So that is a possibility, and that is what I would look for. Or if we do actually continue to the upside, I am looking for a large impulse and a flag. I'm not looking for a small impulse because the prior price action is looking very crappy. It looks like a topping pattern because we are breaking the highs, retracing, breaking the lows, retracing, and now we are getting this V reversal. So I'm looking for that large impulse to the upside and then a flag, as I said. Or I'm looking for maybe an ascending to start to form. Look for a reversal and a short trade. Or I'm looking for a descending start to form right here. Then also a reversal and a long trade. But currently this is not looking that good because of this V. This is high probability to actually reverse if it closes like this, of course. So let's see what happens next. As I said, I am in a long trade from this candle, and let's see if I will be able to maybe reduce some risk, put some risk in profit and maybe scale into the position, or if I will be taken out. So now for the Aussie and the Japanese yen, the final pair. I will also am in a flag right here. Very similar story to Aussie and the US dollar. We had this large impulse up, a little bit of a momentum shift, broke the low, retrace, but then continued up with a nice push. This was really nice. So I was seeing this large uptrend and I wanted to get in on a long trade. This was looking really textbook and really clean, and we did actually form a flag. So this would be the first leg. Then we got a small pullback in the flag, then we broke the low and retraced right here, broke the low, retraced. This would be that low, so some stops have been taken out, and the first bullish candle is the entry point, and then price continued to the upside with some large momentum. So for this trade I do have profit locked in. Since we did break the high, retrace, break the high again, I was able to put my take profit below this candle. And currently I do have some running profit also, but what we are also seeing is a V reversal, so not a really good sign, I have to say. So maybe we get this V, we get a range, and then we continue down and look for a short trade. That is a common pattern that happens, and if I see that, I'm definitely looking for that short trade. I'm not looking for any flags right here or any trades. I'm waiting for the break of the low or the high, since we did get this double wicks and an aggressive retrace, and on the Japanese pairs it usually signals a reversal and is usually not a very good sign. So if we do continue up, I'm definitely looking to scale into my position, looking for a flag or looking for that break and retest trade. Of course I want to get in on the trend, or if we start to form an ascending structure, then I'm looking for a reversal and a trade to go short. Also, if we start to form a descending structure, I would be looking for a reversal. But for this pair, we need to be careful with the reversals. They don't tend to play out that good. That's what I found. They're not that good. They don't play out that well. So I need to see clear evidence and a nice large reversal to be even thinking about taking it. So something to keep in mind. And also, if we do range around between the low and the high, we need to keep in mind those liquidity areas, especially since Mondays and Tuesdays are range bound. And then let's say we get this range and the price continues up. I'm not looking for a small break, I'm looking for that large push, because this can just retrace back and the market makers can just grab this liquidity and retrace it back and maybe even reverse it. What I'm looking for is I'm looking for that large push, and then I would look for a trade. So yeah, that is it for my pairs. The Aussies are heavily trending up and looking good, but we are getting a V reversal. So let's see if we will actually reverse, or maybe we will continue with the trend and I will be able to scale into my positions and put some risk in profit. So that's it for the forecast, and I will see you guys on Monday. And also I'm closing every trade today in the evening, so at about 8 or 9 p.m. because of the situation in Ukraine. I don't want to really be exposed to the extra risk and the spreads and everything that can happen, the gaps on Sunday. So I'm definitely closing my trades today in the evening. So yeah, that is it, and I will see you guys in the next one.